my dear child. Today your blessing is nearer than you think. Stand firm, my beloved, my promises are solid. Though the horizon may look empty, dawn is already forming beyond what your eyes can register. Keep watch with hopeful patience, for opportunities often arrive dressed in ordinary clothes. Hold on to expectancy, and you will recognize them when they knock. Delay is not denial, it is preparation. Your family and friends, those who watch you most closely, will notice the crop of change in your life, a steadier heart, a way of living shaped by steady kindness. Remember, though, that each favor also sets a task on your shoulders. As I lift you to new places, stay rooted in modesty. I picked you not so you could boast about your ability, but so your everyday living could show what can happen when a person yields completely to my guidance. Keep alert. I am creating fresh chances, opening gates to growth, progress, and wells of happiness deeper than you have imagined. Take note of these moments. Write them down if needed, so that when doubt knocks, you can point to evidence that transformation is real and ongoing. Many people shy away from the good things I send, tangled in doubt or the thought that they are not worthy of my work. Do not let that story become yours. Welcome what I give with thankfulness and bold confidence. I have already placed within you everything needed for the tasks ahead. Along the road you will meet people weighed down by sadness, sure that they are unseen. Their disbelief blocks the view of my compassion. Standing firm, you can be a steady hand, a truthful voice, a small beacon that helps them notice the light. As you grow, your inner life will stretch like wide branches, ready to carry the weight of the plenty I want to share. Expect surprising help, not just for yourself, but for those you love. And when that help comes, acknowledge it openly, so others realize that grace is not rare but available and active in everyday life. Every gift I hold is open-ended. A love that stays, comfort that helps wounds mend, peace that quiets the inner storm. Breathe it in. It steadies your steps and calms your racing mind. When the noise of the world feels too loud, draw close. My quiet voice will remind you that you are never on your own. Under the shelter of my steady arms, your heart can rest. Your thinking clears, and your soul settles. Return to this refuge as often as needed. The door is never locked, and the welcome never weakens. I am not asking you to run after praise from those who wound or belittle you. Human affection, while valuable, can buckle under pressure. My regard for you is steadier. Nothing can sever it. Your name is safe with me, etched deeper than circumstance. Even when you trip or fear you have wandered too far, I wait without judgment, arms open. Return without hesitation. Reconciliation is my specialty, and restoration takes less time than regret would have you believe. My longing for you stays the same. A balanced life where trust is firm, family ties grow warm, and calm reaches every corner of your being. Do not get carried off by the pace of the world or its claim that success demands endless motion and stacked possessions. True accomplishment is measured in the steadiness of your spirit, not in the weight of your trophies. The peace I offer grows from sitting with me, not from what you manage to collect. Hard days will still arrive. Uncertainty will still sting. Yet through it all, I remain your sure shelter. I close the cuts left by betrayal, wrap you in company when loneliness stings, and steady you for the next step. If tears come, let them fall where I can hold them. Pain handled in my care becomes wisdom you can share with others who bleed in similar ways. When joy bubbles up, let it overflow as we move together in the freedom already given to you. I have watched every moment you felt fragile, unsure you could continue. Understand this. Your limits are not an obstacle, but an entryway. When you admit them, my strength can flow through. Celebrate weakness, for it proves you are human and primes the soil for divine strength to grow. My grace can weave wholeness from what is broken and rework shame into a story of renewal. Fix your sight on my assurances. They do not shift. Look past today's haze toward the ridge I am guiding you up. The air there is clear with expectation, and you will notice how I have been active even in the dim places. You might ask, how do I move into that future? The way is plain yet deep. Trust me. Set your fears at my feet and let your faith root itself in my words. When uncertainty drifts in, remember the countless times help arrived at the last moment. Broken pieces were fitted together, and roads opened where none were visible. Let thanks for those scenes dissolve the fog of worry. Standing on that solid ground, your heart will find the nerve to hope, to imagine, to start again. I know you want to shine for your family and lead them toward calm unity. Let your conduct speak when words waver. Choose patience instead of irritation, kindness instead of fault-finding, trust instead of anxiety. Reach toward those in need. Speak in ways that build and mend. Allow your deeds to sketch a picture of my heart. When people doubt or contest your faith, continue in love. Your steady life, anchored in my spirit, will yield a harvest of changed hearts and renewed relationships. I chose you to carry my care. Share this message with those craving reassurance. Remind them that I am near, guiding and comforting. I am the one who shaped the stars and calms the wind. That same attention covers you. When trouble crashes like thunder, I whisper, peace, and turmoil must quiet. Do not believe the voice that claims you stand alone. Nothing could be farther from reality. In your most fragile moments, I hold you closest, steadying your breathing and whispering courage into the spaces fear once filled. Let my words silence every accusation that calls you unworthy or beyond hope. You may feel small, but in my presence you are never insignificant. My grace can break any chain if you will simply yield. So I invite you, respond to the deep pull inside. Pray, speak openly, expecting that I listen to every word. Pour out frustration, gratitude, questions, and trust alike, for none of it overwhelms me. Prayer is not a performance, but a conversation. Let it be honest, raw, and ongoing. In that dialogue, your heart will find both rest and direction. Give thanks for each gift, from the smallest delight to the greatest provision. Lift up the people you love, trusting my reach exceeds yours. Ask for what your soul aches for. I know even the requests you cannot phrase. Soak your mind in my promises. Rest in that quiet space, and you will draw the wisdom and strength you need. But stay alert. This world is crowded with traps that pull at your calm. Gossip, bitterness, harsh speech, all threaten the joy I planted. Guard your heart. Let forgiveness stand as your shield. When you forgive, yesterday loses its grip. Swap complaining for gratitude, because a thankful spirit unlocks steady streams of blessing. Even in sorrow, giving thanks boldly declares that you trust my goodness to rise above every test. Forgiveness and gratitude together keep your inner soil soft enough for hope to take root. Keep moving forward with courage and expectation. You are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. My plans unfold with intention, and each faith-filled step draws you nearer to the full life I promised. Do not let temporary setbacks convince you otherwise. Progress often hides in the slow turning of seasons. Celebrate small advances, for they string together into lasting change. Trust me, lean on me, and watch renewal rise. Remember this lasting fact. You have never been alone, not for a heartbeat, not in the darkest night, not in the silence where you feared I had forgotten you. When memories of isolation try to echo, let my reminder drown them out. I have been beside you in whispers and in thunder, devoted to your journey. I have been there, as close as your breath, hearing every unspoken plea. I have watched the hidden battles, the quiet strength you carry when nobody sees. I celebrate your victories, large and small, the times you rose after falling, offered love that cost you, and filled your home with laughter. Even the unnoticed kindnesses shine brightly before me. Nothing done in love is ever wasted. The story I am writing for you is not one of defeat or regret, but of renewal, purpose, and love without a finish line. When fatigue weighs you down and every step feels heavy, allow my spirit to lift you. Your weakness does not repel me, it invites me in, because space appears for my strength. In your household, I want peace to spread like sunlight, creating a refuge where forgiveness flows freely, words carry grace, and laughter softens tension. Let my teachings ground your family, guide your speech, steer your conflicts, soothe raw wounds. When disagreements arise, refuse to let bitterness root itself. Choose humility over pride, gentleness over retaliation, and care over resentment. Aim for reconciliation not because it is simple, but because it makes room for my presence. Where my spirit lives, healing follows and damaged relationships are rebuilt. Misunderstandings can give way to deep connection. Let your home become a haven that mirrors my heart, a place where joy is both present and contagious. I see your hurt, betrayals, cutting words, absences that left ache. I also see the marks left by your own choices, the regrets you carry. But each scar can become a sign of grace. What once caused pain will one day stand as proof that you endured and grew. Hand every painful memory to me, each burden kept in secrecy. I will breathe new life into the neglected spaces, bringing beauty from ashes. No wound is beyond the reach of my love, and no struggle is wasted. I use these trials to form you into someone who understands hurt and can carry hope to others. Someone marked by compassion, steady strength, and gentle mercy. Hear this again. I love you. I always have, and I will not stop saying it. I have poured that love into you. Let it flow outward. Send my words to hearts that feel broken and watch the emptiness begin to fill. Remember, generosity multiplies. The more love you release, the more capacity you gain to receive fresh love in return, creating a ceaseless cycle of grace. I have set a path just for you, lined with wonders waiting to unfold, insights that will surprise you, and joys that will greet you in unexpected ways. My love does not require perfection. It only asks for honest devotion. Bring me your authentic self and watch how ordinary moments turn extraordinary. Stay attentive, because small beginnings often signal remarkable outcomes yet to form. Their promise will not fade. When you open yourself to receive that love without holding back, your view of yourself shifts, and your treatment of others changes. Release shame. Lay down the fear that nothing will improve. You are no longer bound by self-doubt, for I am working on something new. Even now I am aligning hearts, unlocking doors, orchestrating meetings that will bless you. You may not see it yet, but seeds of breakthrough are already in the ground. Keep nurturing them with patience, and in due time they will sprout into opportunities you never predicted. I do not speak and forget. Even when waiting feels long, I am weaving moments that will one day make sense. When storms rise and shake your confidence, grip my faithfulness. Let stories of past deliverance fuel steady endurance. Memory of former rescue is an anchor while waves pound. Each challenge is a chapter, not the ending, and my authorship guarantees a meaningful resolution. When your strength falters, rest in my enduring arms. Let gratitude become the song of your soul, rising each day like gentle incense. Your thankfulness touches my heart. Gratitude shifts perspective, turning obstacles into lessons and scarcity into recognition of hidden provision. Practice it deliberately, and you will find lightness returning even before circumstances change. Whether you are thriving or just holding on, I am here. I have not left you. I invite you again to settle into my presence. In quiet moments, let my peace seep into the cracks, mending strain you did not realize you carried. Silence is not absence. It is often the room where wisdom is born. You search for meaning and long for deeper purpose. That desire came from me. Draw nearer. Listen. My voice still speaks, my hand still guides, and my love still pursues you. You are my child, my treasure, my delight. Your story is far from over. Each day is a blank page, still wet with possibility, waiting for the ink of your choices and my direction. The best is yet to come. I see you standing at life's crossroads, looking down mist-covered paths, unsure which steps lead to wholeness. Doubts creep in. You wonder whether past choices have woven purpose or braided confusion. I feel that quiet ache. You yearn for a life where your deepest hopes bloom. Yet fear whispers that these hopes may slip through your fingers. Let me speak truth. I am the one who set the stars in place, molded the mountains, and breathed life into the wind. And you, my precious creation, are no accident. Long before time's foundation, I envisioned you. I crafted a future for you, shining with hope. Inside you burns a spark of purpose that no darkness can smother. You are here for a reason that is unfolding even now. Stand secure in that truth. It is a cornerstone nothing can dislodge. Even if you cannot yet see the full design, let my love shine through you like a beacon. Share these words with someone in need, and together we will spread hope and calm. I know the load you carry can feel crushing. You have poured your heart into mending what is torn, relationships frayed like old rope, dreams that sag under pressure, and a restlessness that refuses quiet. Trust that your labor is not overlooked. Every stitch you place is recorded, and I will honor dedication that flows from compassion. You have searched for answers, patching together solutions with what knowledge you have, yet the puzzle stays incomplete. Burdens pile up and weariness dims your hope. Hear me. The mountains before you, huge as they appear, are pebbles in my hand. When your strength wanes, lean into me. In weakness, my grace rises like a tide and carries you. I parted seas and drew water from dry ground. What is beyond you is easy for me. Trust me with your struggles and watch them become stepping stones toward your calling. I have caught every tear, heard every hushed plea. I know the depth of your sorrow and the questions you never speak. At times you feel unseen, certain that others cannot understand the storms within. Friends try but miss the hidden bruises. Family may surround you, yet still you feel alone in the fight. But I see you completely. My gaze cuts through every mask into the quiet rooms of your heart. I understand the fears you have never voiced, and the insecurity you hide behind courage. Nothing inside you is concealed from me. No cry is too quiet for my ears. If you place those burdens in my hands, you will find my strength more than enough. I long to trade your heaviness for peace and your sorrow for a dawn of hope. I see how comparison gnaws at you, tempting you to measure your worth against others. You look through their moments of triumph and wonder why your own road seems rough. Lift your eyes from that illusion. You were never meant to chase another person's outline. Amen.